So early access games are a fucking weird thing to think about, just as a concept. I mean, hey buddy, you want a shitty, busted, incomplete game that may or may not get finished? That's what you're buying. It's sort of on the same level as paying for something in a Kickstarter, except for the fact that you're guaranteed to get a game at the very least. It's better than Kickstarter because, hey, they can't just run off with your money, like in some cases. Yogscast! I will admit that a lot of early access games do get finished with some pretty good critical acclaim. You can't deny that Subnautica and Darkest Dungeon were really huge successes. Not only that, but look at Minecraft. That game defined early access success. I mean, that game came out and it sold like hotcakes, and then it came out, like, actually came out, like, out of early access, and people fucking lost their mind. Oh my god, that's one of the best-selling games of all time, I'm pretty sure. And it basically defined YouTube gaming, so, yeah, can't sneeze at Minecraft. I can't say that every game has come out of early access, though, that has been in early access, or has been sold in early access. A lot of them just end up in development hell. They never get finished, but they never really come off the store either. They just sort of exist in this buggy, unfinished state. That, of course, is where the game of the hour comes in. Fucking Cubeworld. If you don't know what Cubeworld is, good. Nobody else fucking does either. Like, honest to God, I would be surprised if I mentioned this in a room full of gamers and one of them knew. Because holy shit, this game flew under the radar. This was a game that when it came out, people were looking at it and saying, look at this Minecraft clone! But everyone was really interested in it because it was kind of unique. It wasn't just a, voxel building simulator, It wasn't an exact Minecraft clone. It had its own identity, and it played completely differently. So what the fuck happened? Well, that's where I'm gonna tell you. You see, it just never got updated. Okay, it got huge success when it came out, and it got 2 updates after it came out, but then it never got updated. Or so we thought. The problem with Cubeworld is that its developers don't update the fucking game for the public. What they do is they develop the game, and then they release little snippets here and there on their Twitter. Because, fucking marketing, am I right? Even though it's not how you market a game, especially when you sell it in early access. It should be noted that Cubeworld is a passion project by Wally and his wife, and it's a project, it's 2 people working on this big, massively open world game, that's ever expansive. I don't expect them to get miracles done, okay? And I would also like to say that I understand I bought an early access game, so all the people who are going to be like, Cloney, why did you buy an early access game? You should have known better. People don't finish early access game, you fucking hack. And guess what? I would say you're right. You're totally right. 100%. You're in the right 100%. Except for one thing. See, I bought this game. I'm the one who actually went out and bought this game when I was fucking in freshman in high school, right? That's around the time? 2013? Yeah, around that time. So I bought this game. Now, I want you to go to Pychroma's site right now and try and buy it. Okay, let's see how long that takes. Here, I'll give you a minute. You back? You back? Did you see what happened there? You got led to a site that's fucking empty. Here's the other problem with this fucking game, okay? Get this. You can't buy it anymore. At all. It's fucking absurd. Why not? Why can't you buy it? Wally, I have a question I seriously need to ask you, okay? And, give me 1 second to prepare my voice, okay? How the fuck do you expect us to support a game when you won't let us buy it? What the fuck is wrong with you, Wally? Like, if you have a PR guy, and I bet you fucking don't, because you're a duo game developer studio or whatever, you don't have a PR guy. You definitely don't. Given the fact that your idea of PR is releasing little snippets of updates instead of actually allowing us to play the updates for some godforsaken reason. What the fuck is going through your head? And now, normally, I don't want to get angry. I don't normally get angry over these things. The problem with it is not me trying to rip into a studio or a game dev. That's not the goal. The goal is to address a problem, and that way, this problem can be more well known, and you can see it in other games. For example, Cubeworld is not the only game to suffer this fate. Another great example of an early access game that kind of got stuck in limbo for a while was Stonehearth. Stonehearth is another voxel-based game that's sort of weird. I don't know what it is exactly. All I know is that it was around since 2013 on Steam Early Access. And of course, it wasn't getting updated like it was supposed to for a while. Then in 2018, the developers finally said, you know, maybe we should actually try and release the game that people paid for. You know, that would probably be a good idea, wouldn't it? So they buckled their seatbelts and fucking got their asses in gear and made the fucking game. It actually came out last month, July 25th, I think it was. And oh my god, it was fucking nice to see that somebody actually got the game that they wanted for once. Because oh my god, it's so annoying when I see an early access game just go in development hell. But here's the thing, Cubeworld isn't like that. Cubeworld is this weird anomaly in video games, where it's an early access game, yes, but here's the thing. It's almost like the game got taken off of early access halfway when they realized, you know, maybe we don't want this game to be early access. Maybe we don't want people to buy this game right now. Which is totally fine if you were open about it, but you're just so secretive that it's like, oh man, what the fuck could you want with this series? I don't know. The developers sure don't fucking know, obviously. And the thing is, they continue to just hide in the shadows, secretly releasing little bits and pieces of the game in fucking Twitter videos and tweets. And it's like, no, you can't do that. That's so fucking obnoxious and annoying. I honestly think that the worst part of it is that this game had a huge following when it first came out. A lot of people played it, and a lot of people liked it. The fucking site crashed, for God's sake. It was amazing how well this game did. And it honestly seemed like it could be an honest, contender with Minecraft for single-player voxel-based game of the year or whatever. You know? It was really, really interesting to see this game come out of the blue and sort of just wow people on its factor of being different. But then it just disappeared, fell into obscurity because the developers didn't want to fucking update it for some reason. And I have no idea why. When it comes down to it, I've heard a lot of rumors saying that Wally's really a perfectionist and he wants to make sure that this game is as perfect as can be. And that's fine. That's honest to God fine. But let us know. Actually tell us. Because as it stands, I don't know jack shit about what the development cycle is in this game. I don't know, when it's going to be close to finished. They haven't said anything about it since 2017. And it's been 5 years since a fucking update. So come on. Actually say what you're doing. Tell us if it's going to be finished anytime soon. Because honestly, I just want to play the fucking game I paid for. And you know what? I get it. I bought an early access game. It's my fault that I bought it, okay? And I took the risk. But you know what? I would at least like the dignity of, hey, we decided to quit working on this game. Or we don't know when this game is going to come out. Or we don't want to update it anymore. Whatever you want, just fucking tell us. That's all that matters. Transparency is important when you're talking about game devs and consumers. Let's be honest here. I think Nintendo learned that one the hard way, as well as other game developers as well. As the audience of gamers gets older, people wise up to things like this. And if you're not transparent, people assume the worst of you. People assume that you did run off with the money. Because guess what? That's happened before. People will assume, hey, you're not going to release the game. Because guess what? That's happened before. And you know what? It's not uncommon. And it's not a very far-fetched thing to think. So please, Wally, if you're listening to this, give us a sign. Any sign. Fucking snap a dick pic or anything. Come on. Like, anything is better than nothing at this point. Okay? Oh my god, my fucking throat. This has been Looney Clooney, and I'm signing off. This is the end of the video now. I know that I used a lot of hyperbole and I was yelling a lot during this video, and I'm sorry about that. I hope I didn't blow anyone's eardrums out, but yeah. This is not scripted at all. This is me talking to you now, and I wanted to say, the Jacksonville shooting. I want you guys to know that I'm aware of it and I want to do something to help it. However, I'm not 100% sure what to do. So if anyone can like put down in the comments, like if they know any relief funds for it or something, or anything that I can link down below, I'd love to do that. However, I just don't know if there's any relief funds for it or anything. So yeah, there's that. I don't know if there's any way for me to really help out or do anything. I guess the most I can do right now is put out awareness. So, you know, I can't believe that fucking happened. It's so crazy to think about. And, you know, honestly, like, just seeing some of the, like, tweets that came out of it, it's just, it blows my mind. It just blows my fucking mind completely. And not in a good way. It's the worst way possible, because something like that can happen over a video game. And I don't think that it's the video game that caused the violence, honestly. I think something was honestly wrong, and something a lot deeper is in there. And honestly, as it stands, you know, we don't know what happened. We don't know why he decided to do this. We don't know why he targeted who he did. We just know that he did it, you know. So if you guys can find any relief funds, go down below, or go down below, comment, tell me. I would love to find a way to promote a relief fund, but I don't know of any right now. So if I can find one, I will, you bet your fucking ass I'm going to signal boost the shit out of that. But overall, I don't know where to find one. So yeah. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Have a great night. Bye-bye.